Hi, on your screen you can see there are two functions, function foo and function coo. These two functions are created in two different ways. Now let us investigate in this video whether creating two functions in these two different ways are exactly same or there are different meaning of that. So to start with, you see that I have created a function foo here, and that returns a simple string, and then function coo, syntax is different, and that also returns a simple string. Here we are calling function foo, coo first and function foo, and let's run this. On running, you see that you get return from function coo and return from function foo. Nothing fancy, everything is good. Now here you look at that function foo is created at line number 4, and we are using that at line number 16. Function coo is created at line number 11, and we are using that at line number 15. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move these use of the functions before they are created. So here let's start with function foo. That function foo is created at line number 5, and we are using at line number 3. Now let's go ahead and run this. When we run this here, you see that everything is good. You get what is expected, that return from function foo. Now let's go and change and use function coo. Now function coo is created in line number 12, and we are trying to use that in line number 2. Let's see that how JavaScript behaves about that. So here you see that JavaScript complains, and you are getting an error that coo is not a function. Now what is that? So the answer of that is that when you create a function like this, the way function foo is created, that is called function declaration. Function declaration means that function is hoisted on the top of execution context. What does it mean? That does not matter where you are creating that function, always that function is hoisted on top. Means even if you created that function in line number 5, you can use that function before that, because function foo is created as function statement or declaration, and it is hoisted on the top of the execution context. In this context, the execution context is the whole this JavaScript file. So top of execution context is line number 0 or 1. However, second function, function coo, is created as function expression. When you create a function as an expression, only that variable gets hoisted. However, that function does not get hoisted. So to understand that, let's go here, and I'm going to comment this function foo part. And here you see that at line number 2, I'm just printing coo. I'm not calling function coo. I'm just printing that in line number 2. And let's see that what JavaScript tells us about that. So here, let's run that, and what you get here, undefined. Means when you create a function as an expression, here that var coo equal to function coo, this is function as an expression. JavaScript actually divide this statement into two lines. One is var coo, and another is that coo equal to that function what you are assigning there. So what it does, that it takes this function, this variable declaration var coo, to the top of the execution context. So this var coo has been moved to the top. However, the function assignment is actually happening in line number 13. Now since coo is moved on the top of the execution context and there's no value assigned to that, and you print that in line number 2, you get undefined. And here you get undefined. Why? Because in function expression, that variable declaration has moved to the top of the execution context. And real assignment of function happens in line number 13. And that's why you can only use it once it has created. So to summarize, function foo created as, here function foo created as function statement, and it is hoisted on the top. Hoisted at top means can be used anywhere. This is function expression. Function coo is created as function expression and not hoisted at top. I hope this quick difference between function statement and function expression is useful to you. They may trick you in interviews by creating function in these two ways and ask you different kind of output. Always remember, function statement, top of the execution context hoisted. Function expression, where you have a variable like variable declaration equal to function, that is not hoisted on the top of the execution context. I hope you find this quick video useful. Thank you for watching it, and I request you to subscribe to Geek97 channel. My name is Dhananjay Kumar. Thank you.